Hello Internet. So this week I'm going to be cracking open the Flesh and Blood Crucible of War booster box. Now unlike Welcome to Rothe and Arcane Rising, this one is not suitable for drafting. Each pack is 10 cards instead of 15. It does have the 8 original heroes, as well as I believe 8 new ones, one for each class. No, there's 9 because there's also one for the Shapeshifter class. But I think the first 8 are in the common slot. I believe the new ones are all rares or higher. And so it came in. I know in my last video it was running late. I think I got the email the following Tuesday, and then went in and did curbside pickup to get it because, you know, we're currently in the middle of a pandemic. You know, let's all be responsible here, people. And while they were there, I also picked up the second Welcome to Rothe booster box, so I'll be opening that up in another video. But anyways, so I'll get right into it, and I'll see you all in a few moments. Okay, and we're back. So we'll get right into it. I'm trying to remember which game it was where they actually had the convenient little pull tabs on the side of the packages. Would have been Star Wars Destiny. We have Blessing of Serenity. Next time you'd be dealt melee damage this turn, prevent 1 damage that source would deal. I mean, it's I think you're using this for its pitch value. Teklovosin's Workshop. Opt X, where X is the number of times you have boosted this turn. Reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a Mechanologist item card with cost 2 or less, put it into the arena. I mean, that's not bad. Predatory Assault. If you discarded a card with 6 or more strength this turn, gains Dominate. Pathing Helix. If it hits and you have no cards in your arsenal, you may put a card from your hand face down into your arsenal. Hang on. Blessing of Serenity and Predatory Assault, were those from Welcome to Rothe? Just a moment. Blessing of Deliverance wasn't. Predatory Assault was not. Huh. Okay, I guess it just says how generic the Brood ability is, where it's seems so familiar, because that's, I think, basically all their mechanic is discard a card for extra strength. We have Overblast, gains +X strength, where X is the number of times you have boosted this combat chain. We have a Plasma Pistol. Brutal Assault. I mean, it just hits hard for 2 damage. You can pitch it for 2. 3 defense. I mean, it's decent enough, I guess. We have Absorption Dome. Enters the arena with... Focus, please. Enters the arena with steam counters equal to the number of times you have boosted this turn. If you be dealt damage, remove that many steam counters instead. Then prevent damage equal to the number of steam counters removed this way. And when it has no steam counters on it, destroy it. I mean, that's not bad for a boost-heavy deck. Malverian Skies. Next Runeblade attack action card you play this turn gains Go Again, and if this hits, create 2 Rune Chant tokens. I mean, that's nice. And Rockslide Trap. Target attack gains -2 strength until the end, unless the attacking hero pays 1 resource. Also, it's all... Oh no, never mind. There is 1 generic action in there. I was about to say it's all class actions, but there was 1 hiding in there. Out for Blood. Target weapon attack gains 3 strength. And Reprise, if the defending hero has defended with a card from their hand, this chain link, next attack gains +1 strength. Browsing Aether, deal 2 arcane damage to target hero. Next card you play with this turn with an effect that deals arcane damage, instead deals that much arcane damage +1. I mean, it's your basic wizard. Next card deals extra damage. I think they had a lot of that in the Arcane Rising. Beginning your action phase, destroy emerging dominance. Then the next Guardian attack action you play this turn gains +3 strength and dominate. Sutcliffe's Research Notes. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Create a Rune Chant token for each Runeblade attack action card revealed this way. Then put the cards on top of your deck in any order. That's pretty nice. Sleep Dart. If it hits a hero, they lose all hero card effects and activated abilities until the end of their next turn. Once again, I'm pretty sure I've seen a card with similar effect, but that might be, actually I might be thinking one of the ninja cards. Swing first, think later. Discard a random card as an additional cost. It has go again. Hit and run. Next weapon attack action. The next weapon attack this turn gains go again. And if you've attacked with a weapon this turn, your next attack this turn gains +3 strength. Crush the Weak. If it deals 4 or more damage to a hero, they can't play attack action cards with 3 or less base strength during their next action phase. Cash in. You may destroy 4 coppers, 2 silvers, or 1 gold you control rather than pay cash in's strength cost. Okay, what's a copper, what's a silver, and what's a gold? It has draw 2 cards. We have Centauri Saber. This is one of the new weapons. If it is defended by an attack action card, it gains +1 strength until end of turn. Always love looking at new sets, and you stumble across a card that references card types that you haven't seen yet, and your first reaction is just, wait, what? Torrent of Tempo. If it hits, gains go again. 4 strength for 1 resource isn't bad. Another Emerging Dominance. Brutal Assault. Sutcliffe's Research Notes. Snapback. Deal 1 arcane damage to target hero. If you've played another wizard non-attack action card this turn, you may play Snapback as though it were an instant. So, because this one specifically has non-attack in quotation marks, is it specifically referring to the wizard actions that don't deal damage? Because all the ones that deal damage, I don't think say that they're attack cards. I think they all just say wizard action. Increase the tension. Next arrow attack this turn gains +2 strength, and defense reactions can't be played from hand this chain link. That's quite nice. Hit and run. Another Harmonized Kodachi. I mean, because I only have, 8 of the guys? Perch Grapplers. Action, 2 resources, destroy Perch Grapplers until end of turn. Face up arrow cards played from Arsenal gain go again, and Blade Break. If you defend with Perch Grapplers, destroy it when the combat chain closes. That's quite nice. And Crane Dance. If Soul Bead Strike was the last attack this combat chain, Crane Dance gains +1 strength, go again, and it can't be defended by attack action cards with base strength greater than the number of chain links you control. I mean, by itself, it's 3 strength, 3 defense for nothing. A lot of abilities if you have Soul Bead Strike, though. On its own, it's not bad, though. Another Pathing Helix. Riled Up. If you have discarded a card with 6 or more strength this turn, it gains +1 strength. Another Brutal Assault. Another Sutcliffe's Research Notes. Meet and Greet. If it hits, create a Rune Chant token. If you have dealt or deal arcane damage to an opposing hero this turn, Meet and Greet gains go again. Push forward. Next weapon attack gains +1 strength. If you have attacked with a weapon this turn, your next attack gains dominant. The Blessing of Serenity. Cindering Foresight. If it's not your turn, you may play Cindering Foresight as though it were an instant. The next card you play this turn with an effect that deals arcane damage instead deals that much arcane damage +1. And it has Opt 1. So, I mean, you're not really playing this for... I mean, it gives you a little bit of extra damage. Lets you peek at the top card of your deck, so it's not bad. Another Cindering Foresight. Okay, that one's the rare. The foil, I should say. And Dauntless. Next weapon attack this turn gains +3 strength. Next defense reaction card the defending hero plays costs an additional resource to play. Yeah, one thing I'm noticing with this set is, as opposed to Welcome to Rothe and Arcane Rising, is it's definitely not suited for, doesn't seem to be suited for drafting, because you're just getting way too many different types of cards for the 8 different ones. Kind of reminds me of the Return to Ravnica from Magic, where instead of having the first set was 4 of the guilds, second set was 3 more of the guilds, third set was the last 3 guilds, it was here's all 10 guilds represented in each set, and it was just one of those things where if you're wanting to build around a specific guild, it was really hard to, because, you know, you're only getting a handful of cards for each guild. We have another Sutcliffe's Research Notes. Bittering Thorns. If it hits, your next attack this turn gains +1 strength and has go again. Torrent of Tempo. If it hits, gains go again. Foreboding Bolt. Deal 1 arcane damage to target hero. Opt 1. Another Snapback. Flying Kick. If it's played as Chain Link 3 or higher, gains +2 strength. Oh, that's an interesting one. Another Teklovison's Workshop. Torrent of Tempo. Reinforce the Line. Target defending attack action card gains +2 defense. And Towering Titan. At the beginning of your action phase, destroy Towering Titan, then the next Guardian attack action card you play this turn gains +9 strength. Oof. I mean, it costs 9, and you can just keep it around until you need it, but still, that's a pretty hefty cost. I mean, +9 strength, mind you. Use it on something that you really want to hit your opponent. Sutcliffe's Research Notes. Riled Up. Torrent of Tempo. Chokeslam. If it deals 4 or more damage to a hero, attack action cards they control can't gain strength during their next attack phase. Swing First, Think Later. Pathing Helix. Snapback. Hit and Run. Benji the Piercing Wind. Attack action cards you control with 2 or less strength that can't be defended by cards from hand. Once per turn, when an attack action card you control hits, your next attack this turn gains +1 strength. And Barraging Bighorn. As an additional cost to playing it, discard a random card. When it is defended by less than 2 non-equipment cards, it gains go again. That's actually rather interesting. I do like seeing the different things where it's, slightly different takes where it's things like if it's defended by less than 2 cards, it gains go again for the Brute and things like that. Because the one issue that I have with the Welcome to Rothe is, and this isn't just Welcome to Rothe, this goes for a lot of other card games, where it seemed a little bit on the safe side when it came to the mechanics, and it seemed like they were branching out more and trying out a bit more complicated things in Arcane Rising. But I mean, stuff like, I think the Wizard you probably could have had in Welcome to Rothe. No, maybe not, because I mean, the Wizard is built entirely around arcane damage, but... Or maybe the Ranger, I should say. Ranger might have fit into Welcome to Rothe. We have Sutcliffe's Research Notes, Predatory Assault, Brutal Assault, Snapback, Riled Up, Sleep Dart, Pathing Helix, a Foil Centaur Saber, another Dauntless, and Crane Dance. We have Hit and Run, Sleep Dart, Increase the Tension, Soul Bead Strike, if it hits, it gains Go Again, Brutal Assault, Predatory Assault, Torrent of Tempo, a Foil Soul Bead Strike. I mean, I'm not going to complain because I only have, this is the first two I've seen so far, and I've actually pulled more of the rares that reference this card, so. We have Breeze Rider Boots. When a ninja attack action card you control hits, you may destroy Breeze Rider Boots. If you do, the attack action cards with combo gain Go Again this turn. And Battle Worn, put a -1 counter on it when the combat chain closes. And Mandible Claw. If you have discarded a card with 6 or more strength this turn, it gains Go Again. And this is the new brute weapon. You can get you can use 2 of them in a turn. Neat. Or I shouldn't say use 2 of them in a turn, but you can have 2 of them on the field at the start. And then you can use 2 of them in a turn. We have Foreboding Bolt. Deal 3 arcane damage to a hero. Opt 1. Emerging Dominance. Blessing of Serenity. Meet and Greet. Ira Crimson Haze. So this is the... if you're lucky enough to get the... that your store has the welcome deck, this is the hero from it. If you're not, hey, she's only in the common slot, so hopefully if you're needing Ira, you won't have too much trouble pulling her. And Rhinar Reckless Rampage. I hope I pull up Bravo so I can actually read what his text box is. Crush the Weak. Choke Slam. Rushing River. If Torrent of Tempo was the last attack this combat chain, Rushing River gains +1 strength, Go Again, and if Rushing River hits, draw X cards, then put X cards from your hand on top of your deck in any order, where X is the number of attacks that have hit this combat chain. That's quite nice. And High Speed Impact. If it hits, the next attack you boost this combat chain gains Dominate, and it has Boost. Crush the Weak, Teklovasin's Workshop, Increase the Tension, Combustible Courier. If it hits, the next attack you boost this combat chain gains +3 strength, and it has... Just a moment. Cat just knocked over a bunch of stuff. Predatory Assault, Consuming Volition. If you have dealt or deal arcane damage this turn, it gains, if this hits a hero, they discard a card. Choke Slam. Out for Blood. Crane Dance. And Dauntless. I feel a little bad that I've gone more copies of Crane Dance than I have Soul Bead Strike. I mean, Crane Dance is rare. Hey, Bravo Showstopper, and we can actually read his text this time. Hit and Run, Teklovasin's Workshop, Crucible of Aetherweave, Crush the Weak, Rousing Aether, another Soul Bead Strike, Promise of Plenty. If it hits, each hero who doesn't have a card in their arsenal puts the top card of their deck face down into their arsenal. If it's played from the arsenal, it gains Go Again. That's an interesting one, especially because it's one of those things where if your opponent doesn't have a card in their arsenal, you know, they might just choose to take the 2 damage and get the free card into their arsenal. Maronian Skies and Towering Titan. We have Crush the Weak, Emerging Dominance, Foreboding Bolt, Salt the Wound, gains +1 strength for each attack that has hit this combat chain, Combustible Courier, Sleep Dart, Consuming Volition, Pathing Helix. Oh, it's a foil one. Teleshar the Lost Prince, generic weapon. Huh. Once per turn, 2 tokens, put a 2 resources, put a rest counter on it, attack. At the beginning of your end phase, if it has 3 or more rest counters on it, destroy it. Huh. And Edge of Autumn. Once per turn, pay a resource, attack, go again, 1 strength. Of Anothos, Push Forward, Sutcliffe's Research Notes, Teklovison's Workshop, Swing Fist. Oh, it's Swing Fist, think later, not swing first. Ha ha ha. Riled Up, Torrent of Tempo, High Speed Impact, Massacre. If you've discarded a card with 6 or more strength this turn, it gains Intimidate, or +2 strength and Intimidate. And if it's discarded to pay the cost of a brute attack action, Intimidate. And Reinforce the Line. Target defending attack action gains +2 strength, or +2 defense. We have Out for Blood, Viserai Ruin Blood, Pathing Helix, Overblast, gains +X strength, where X is the number of times you've boosted, Combustible Courier, Push Forward, Torrent of Tempo, Flying Kick, if it's played as... Oh, that's pretty nice foil. Rattlebones, banish target Runeblade attack action card from your graveyard. You may play it this turn. If you have dealt arcane damage to an opposing hero this turn, you may play it as though it were an instant. And Reinforce the Line. We have Riled Up, Overblast, Blessing of Serenity, Meet and Greet, Predatory Assault, Sutcliffe's Research Notes, Swing Fist, think later, Out for Blood, Promise of Plenty, and Cash In. Still wondering what the heck copper, silver, and gold is referring to. Only got a few packs left. I'm not sure if I'm going to pull all 4 of the, or, well, technically 5, but I think one of them is a higher rarity. Predatory Assault, Dash Inventor Extraordinaire, Increase the Tension, Kano Drakai of Aether, Rousing Aether, Chokeslam, Swing Fist, think later, Foreboding Bolt, Tripwire Trap. Hit effects don't trigger this chain link unless the attacking hero pays resource, and Rockslide Trap. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be getting all 4 of the new class heroes. I shouldn't say that, because I had pulled Ira, and I think she's the new ninja one. I'd have to double check after. Rousing Aether, Pathing Helix, Soulbeat Strike, Consuming Volition, Chokeslam, Meet and Greet, Crush the Weak, Whirling Mist Blossom, Ira Specialization. If it hits and it's the 2nd or higher chain link in a row to hit, draw 2 cards. Cindering Foresight, and High Speed Impact. I have a few more packs to go. Almost there. Hit and Run, Sleep Dart, Flying Kick, Combustible Courier, Brutal Assault, Rune Chant Token. I mean, this just seems like a bit of a waste of a common slot. Consuming Volition, Foil Crane Dance, Plasma Purifier. Action, resource, if there are no steam counters on Plasma Purifier, put a steam counter on it, go again. Once per turn action, remove a steam counter from Plasma Purifier. Target Mechanologist pistol you control gains +1 strength until end of turn. And Dauntless. We have Out for Blood, Hit and Run, Emerging Dominance, Teklovison's Workshop, Blessings of Serenity, Brutal Assault, Soulbead Strike, Crush the Weak, Cindering Foresight, and Rushing River. We have Consuming Volition, Foreboding Bolt, Sleep Dart, another Harmonized Kodachi, Azalea Ace in the Hole, Out for Blood, Overblast, Blessing of Serenity, Poison the Tips. Until end of turn, arrows you control gain. If this hits a hero, they discard a card. Reload. If you have no cards in your arsenal, you may put a card from your hand face down into your arsenal and go again. And another Crane Dance. Rousing Aether, Overblast, Crush the Weak, Swing Fist, Think Later, Push Forward, Out for Blood, Salt the Wound, Hit and Run, another Harmonized Kodachi, and Promise of Plenty. Like, this is a rare. Why is Harmonized Kodachi a rare? I mean, I kind of wish that they had kept the token slot, and that would have been a nice way to have the, you know, the new weapons, new heroes, the old heroes. Is, you know, just keep the token slot and put them in there, and then that way you don't have to use up a common slot with Rune Chant token. Soulbead Strike, Bittering Thorns, Push Forward, Torrent of Tempo, Foreboding, Foreboding Bolt, Flying Kick, Hit and Run, Rousing Aether, Towering Titan, and High Speed Impact. I mean, I guess I don't need to worry about getting... I'm noticing I'm getting a lot of the exact same rares. So, I mean, on the one hand, it's nice to have a playset of them. On the other hand, it'd be nice to, you know, get some other ones. Riled Up, Soulbead Strike, Teklovison's Workshop, Predatory Assault, Sleep Dart, Foreboding Bolt, Crush the Weak, Meganetic Shockwave. The defending hero must defend Meganetic Shockwave with X equipment cards they control, where X is the number of times you have boosted this combat chain. So that's very good for, especially if they have the ones where it has Battle Worn, or the other one where it destroys it when it hits the 0 defense. You know, I mean, just straight up forcing them to defend with their items. Reinforce the Line. Target defending attack action gains +3 defense, and Dauntless. And last pack. So I think I've only gone 2 of the new heroes out of 9. So, I mean, that's a little depressing. Snapback, Crush the Weak, Increase the Tension, Soulbead Strike, Pathing Helix, Chokeslam, Foreboding Bolt, Zen State. Enters the arena with 1 balance counter on it. At the beginning of your action phase, destroy Zen State unless you remove a balance counter. And whenever your hero would be dealt damage, prevent 1 damage. It's a token in the rare slot. I mean, yes, it's a nice foil, but still, it's... Why are they... Why didn't they just keep the token slot for the packs? I mean, instead, you know, one of my rare slots is being taken up with a ninja token. Promise of Plenty, and Barraging Bighorn. Just, that annoys me. Same thing with the Harmonized Kodachis being rare, when, I mean, they were tokens. They were literally, you know, arguably less than a common in core set, and now it was bumped up to rare. It's just, you know, before I start complaining about that, I should just check. Printed off these from the somebody made up these on the Flesh and Blood Discord. I'm just wanting to check to see if it's is it a case of the only way that you can get it is as a foil, I wonder. I don't think so. It looks like it's actually yeah, because the column just has it for standard foil. Well, that's just frustrating then. Yeah, because Benji was a rare as the new one. I'm just taking a look at the list. Yeah, because there's KO. Oh no, I don't actually see a new, there's no new Guardian. There's 2 new ninjas, because Ira. There's no new warrior. Okay, yeah, so Shiana Diamond Gemini is a legendary. And I think there's only, what, 1 legendary in the set? There's a merchant who's a rare. Okay, so there's only a few new ones. You have the Lost Prince. Like, it still would have been nice just to have the token slot, you know, put the new characters in there. I mean, I've got a whole bunch of cards that reference, you know, copper, silver, gold. I have no idea what those are. I'm assuming it has something to do with the merchant class, but anyways, I hope you enjoyed this look at Flesh and Blood, and I will see you all later.